Welcome back to Beyond the Shell, everybody.
It's been a minute, but we're glad to be back, guys.
Always glad to be back. Today we're talking about an interesting concept. Well, it's interesting because they're my own concepts. Today we're talking about concepts for the now canceled line, Turtles of Grayskull. Recently, the beloved toy line, Turtles of Grayskull, was canceled. I believe it began in around 2022 and lasted till 2025.
I believe the first rumblings for this crossover were about the comic books that were initially slated for 2020, but of course, said it right there, guys, 2020. So it got put on the shelf for a very, very long time, and the Turtles Masters of the Universe crossover was almost considered lost media there for a little bit for both franchises, but thankfully we got a awesome figure line and a phenomenal comic book crossover between the two properties.
The Turtles of Grayskull toy line was a plentiful toy line with a bunch of great figures, great variants. It had such awesome mashups between the Motu characters and the Turtles characters, seeing all of our favorite characters almost get represented in that line, with also some variants towards the end for the Snake Men wave.
Also, remember, pretty awesome build of figures as well there. Gotta love, what was it, Metal Roboto?
Metal Botto.
Yeah, I'm not the Motu guy, I'm the duo, folks.
So, yeah, we had great basic figures, great deluxe figures. Sadly, we didn't get any vehicles or playsets. That would have been great to see. But the line ended with an amazing Comic-Con exclusive Skeletor Shredder mashup figure where we get a new version of the Bone Throne, some great accessories, great heads. What an amazing figure to end the line. But why is this line ending? You know, like, it was so successful. People were buying it. People were eating that shit up. Why cut it short? Maybe don't let something go on too long where it gets like shitty towards the end and people turn out hating it. You know, keep it in good graces. So I thought it'd be an interesting idea to come up with some concepts for this now canceled line. There are some great figures in both lines that were still unrepresented and were kind of easy mashups for them to make. So the first concept I came up with was mashing Mosquitor with Needle Nose. I thought this would be interesting because it would be kind of a vehicle, like a Mega Mutant ride-on character for the line, but it was, again, mixing a really cool Mosquito mutant with a really cool Mosquito Eternian villain.
As I said prior, not a Motu fan, but I always love the big animal vehicles of those toy lines, and they are just so fun and have so many details packed in. Needle Nose is just such an iconic figure. Like, I've always said it, I feel like mosquitoes are hated, so we don't really see them represented in like toy lines or anything like that. I only remember one comic I've ever read about mutant mosquitoes, so yeah, seeing another giant mutant bug like that would be really awesome.
So my concept for this character, it'd be called Bleedle Nose, because it's, you know, blood, needle nose. There's a few different running names, but I thought Bleedle Nose was the most interesting one. It's, you know, a little fun pun. So I started off with a basic sketch and then popped that puppy into my computer, did a nice little quick drawing of him. But, you know, I tried to tackle all those key details with Mosquitor's head shape and the black around his eyes and kind of having that like, you know, that same needle nose, but also keeping in those design elements of TMNT with the bulging eyes and the big smiley
And
grin.
I think both franchises are just shown off so well in this concept by Drake.
Yeah, I even had some of the arms for the like muscular arms and kind of insect arms. I had the idea of also, instead of having the Horde logo on the chest, have the Shredder logo, because that's where the blood would be kind of be pumping, and, you know, just a simple way to tie everything together. And then have even the TCRI ooze canisters attached to the tail portion and into that stinger on his tail as well. Again, just bringing everything together with this mini mashup here. The next concept we're going to talk about here is another ride-on Mega Mutant character. This is a mashup between Buzz Off and one of my favorite Mega Mutants, Killer Bee. And again, it just felt like an easy mashup because we have two bee characters in both lines. Why weren't they crossed over before?
I know the Killer Bee figure is just such a bizarre one. I know Drake had shown it to me recently where it's just such like a distinct, unique design. It reminds me of Baxter Stockman a lot. And just having some big figs for the line, it would have made it so much fun.
Yeah, it would have like kind of fleshed out the line a little more too. But my concept for this character, it'd be called Buzzkill, because we're mixing the names a little bit here from Killer Bee, Buzz Off. I wasn't going to do Killer Buzz or something, but I thought Buzzkill would be perfect.
I do like the name of Killer Buzz, though. That does have a pretty good ring to it.
No, it sounds like a creepypasta version of Buzz Lightyear or something.
That's the reason why I love it.
But my design for this figure, again, is taking those OG elements of both figure designs, kind of the body and build of Killer Bee, that same kind of face design, but I thought it'd be interesting if he had a pilot helmet on, with goggles and everything, because he flies. He's, a bee. But I thought it'd be cool to give him like a ripped denim jacket, a Hannibal Lecter mask that was dripping ooze, and then even ooze dripping from his stinger, and giving him again these OG weapons that Buzz Off had, but with the arms and stuff that look like they're from both kind of lines, and mixing and matching with the bug features. Again, really cool concept. Would have loved to see something like this out of the line. And then the last concept I have here is a normal size basic figure. It even probably would have been like a deluxe figure, because it would have been a mashup with Snout Spout and Dr. L. Again, two classic elephant characters, which I would have loved to see. This one was tricky to mash up because I had to mash up the kind of tribal themes of Dr. L with the mechanical themes of Snout Spout. But I kind of landed in this area where the tribal parts of his outfit were more of these mechanical shards and more of like an Eternian armor that he was wearing.
It definitely gave me like a very steampunk vibe, and I do get that with a lot of the Motu line, and I love that about the design that Drake cooked up here.
Again, giving him like this cool tribal looking armor, but this in a very Eternian way, taking something that looks ancient and,
Drake, it literally is steampunk.
You're not wrong. It's like an Eternian steampunk. But again, I just thought that this was a really cool combo of two characters that I would have loved to seen, and again, would have been something that would have fit perfectly with all the other figures, the heroic characters in the line.
And again, we have not seen Dr. L in years. Like, outside of probably like fan-made media, when was the last time Dr. L was like used?
Yeah, bring back Dr. L.
As we were talking about Tales of the TMNT line, I am really looking forward to that Toka Razar figure, Muckman or Mutagen Man, whatever. He looks awesome. Hey, can we get to see Dr. L in that one in like the Tales of the TMNT style? I would love to see that.
Well, hopefully, that line is notorious for canceling figures, so hopefully those beautiful figures don't get canceled either, like our beautiful Turtles of Grayskull line did. It was a wonderful line. One of my favorites still is. It's just so sad to see it go prematurely.
I am of the mindset that hopefully this line isn't completely gone. It's more on a hey guys, see you later hiatus.
That's what people said about the Lightning collection.
Okay,
You don't know, just seem to go, but you don't know what you got, but it's gone.
He's gonna get his Power Ranger figures eventually.
Luckily, we have the new Motu Thundercats figures that is kind of filling that void in my heart, but damn you, Mattel! I hope you guys enjoyed these.
If you're saying damn you, Mattel, why do you keep funding them then?
Buddy, that's a dumb question. You don't think I have a grievance with every single one of these toy companies, but yet I still buy their product?
I feel like that's kind of hypocritical. You're complaining about them taking away one line, but like you're gonna be buying the next line.
Well, they got me by the balls, buddy. They got me by the balls. Okay, what can I say? I thought these concepts that I cooked up were pretty cool. It was nice to take a look at them and have a fun little exercise of like a what if for this line. What figures could we have seen if it lasted longer? I hope you guys enjoyed the sketches and enjoyed this video.
This is definitely something that me and Drake would like to talk about further down the line, about some other concepts that we had kicking around, and some other, hopefully not lost media, that will be eventually made into a comic. Hey, can we see the TMNT Commandy crossover?
Remember, like, comment, subscribe. You know, comment maybe some other mashups you would have wanted to... Buddy, not
Praise
yet.
the mighty Jimmy.
Not yet. I'm doing my shtick. Maybe comment some stuff that you would like to have seen mashed up in the Turtles of Grayskull line. Other crossovers you would have liked to see with the Turtles. Anything. Like, comment, subscribe, people.
Praise the mighty Jimmy.
Praise Jimmy. You're not going to say subscribe or something?
So like subscribe. Like, I feel like you were probably going to like hurt me if I said like and subscribe.
Oh, I'm going to. But I was going to do it anyway.
I hope you enjoyed the video, guys.
Have a good one.